Hey web developers, have you ever asked ChatGPT to help you with your Angular or React code? And it gave you something that looked right but broke everything. Like you asked for a simple front component and it spits out class components with deprecated lifecycle methods that don't even handle state properly. By the end of this video, you'll know how to talk to AI like a senior developer, catch bugs before they happen, and build components that actually work in real applications. Let's dive in. Okay, here's the technique number one, the tech lead approach. First up, stop asking AI like a junior developer on their first day. Most developers do this. So here's an example of the bad prompt. Create a user profile component. And what? They wonder why they get outdated, unmaintainable code. And here's the secret. Talk to AI like you're onboarding a senior developer to your team. So take a look at the following approach. Of course, you can optimize and adjust it as per your own needs, but you will get the point. So I'm going to show you the tech lead approach file here. So here's, and now, you can see it here. So the bad prompt was create a user profile component. And the good prompt is your senior React developer working on a modern TypeScript application using React 19 and functional components. Your task, create a user profile component with the following requirements. So we are going to give it requirements. So technical specs, use React hooks, use state, use effect, use memo. TypeScript with proper interfaces, responsive design with CSS modules or style components, handle loading, error, and success states, implement proper accessibility, area labels, keyboard navigation, include proper validation and default values. Component should display user avatar with fallback, name, email role, edit button that opens the modal, a loading skeleton with while fetching the data actually, and code standards. So we have to follow these code standards. Follow React best practices and hooks rules. Use a custom hook for data fetching, implement proper error boundaries, include JSDoc comments for props, and export both named and default exports. Please provide a component with proper TypeScript interfaces and usage examples. So the key insight after 15 years of leading teams and working as a software developer, good developers need a context, not just tasks. AI is the same way. So next, we are going to the technique number 2, framework expertise personalities. So the next secret, AI needs to wear the right hat for your framework. So React and Angular require completely different thinking. You get it? So instead of instead of generic prompts, activate the right expertise for your AI. So the next file I'm going to show you is here. So this is the framework expertise personalities. Zoom in a bit. Okay. And now you can see that instead of generic prompts, we are activating the right expertise as recommended, and for React components. So you are a React expert, so we have to provide a personality to the AI regarding the specific frameworks for React. You are a React expert who specialize in modern functional components, custom hooks, and performance optimization. Sorry, you always use TypeScript and follow React 18 or 19, depends, best practices. So for Angular services, you're Angular architect with deep knowledge of RxJS, dependency injection, and enterprise scale applications. You write a clean, testable services with proper error handling. For state management, you do the same thing. So an example of React-specific prompt. You're a React performance expert who builds scalable applications, create a custom hooks for fetching user data that uses React Query or SWR for caching, handles loading, error, and success states, implements proper TypeScript generics, includes retry logic and stale while revalidate, works with suspense boundaries, and show both the custom hook and component usage. So if you have tried this, you could see how the framework-specific personality completely changes the approach. So it's not just different code, it's different architecture thinking. So that's I think that's clear enough. So now we're going to the technique number 3. So component architecture breakdown. So here's where most developers create a mess. They ask AI to build entire features at once. Instead, break it down like you're planning a sprint. So now we are going to the component architecture breakdown here. Okay. And this approach is actually a goal because you are thinking like a tech lead. So each phase builds on the previous one, and you can test incrementally, and you understand every piece of the system. You can see here. So bad prompt would be build a shopping cart with products, checkout, and payment. But the architect way, I'm building an e-commerce cart system and React with TypeScript, and let's architect this properly. So we are providing the phases, different phases here to the AI. So phase 1, core cart logic and the types. Define TypeScript interfaces for product, cart item, cart. Create cart context with the user for state management. Build cart operations, add, remove, update quantity. Phase number 2, cart display a component, a cart item component with the quantity controls, cart summary, empty cart, and phase number 3, integration and optimization. Connect to the backend API, add optimistic updates, and implement cart persistence, add loading state and error handling. Let's start with phase number 1 and create a TypeScript interfaces and cart context with proper reducer logic. So as you could see, that we're just we are thinking as a tech lead, and each phase, as I already mentioned, builds on the previous one, and we can test incrementally and understands every piece of the system. So plus, you catch architectural issues early instead of debugging a giant mess later. And now we are going to the technique number 4, component structure like a pro. So next up, structure your prompts like you structure your components. Organization breeds quality. Here's how I format prompts for complex components. So now in the component structure, like a pro file, we have some kind of XML structure here. So these are prompts for complex components here. Let me zoom a bit. Okay. And we are providing the role, component, and the requirements here. As you can see, this XML structure helps AI understand the full context, not just what to build, but how to architect it properly. So you're senior Angular developer, that's the role actually, specializing in reactive forms and enterprise applications. Then we want to explain about a component. So create a dynamic user registration form with the following structure, and we provide the component details here, and then we provide the technical requirements here. So our requirements are Angular 17 plus with standalone components, TypeScript, implement on push change detection, and so on and so on. And regarding validation, email format validation, password strength requirements, async username availability check, and the others here. And regarding the architecture, we want to file structure like this. So we want a registration form, that component, .ts, that component, .html, SCSS, the validators TS, and interfaces TS, and include proper component lifecycle management and memory leak prevention, and output format. So we are providing right now what we want as output format. So provide complete component with proper TypeScript typing, template with accessibility features, custom validators with error messages, usage example with parent component, unit test setup structure. So this is output, and this is a prompt that will make it work here. So for React, I use a similar approach, but with React specific pattern. So as you can see here, here's an example also I provided regarding the React specific example. So component architecture, technical requirements, API regarding the components, file structure, and output format. So the same one, but with a different approach for React components. So that means that structured prompts create a structure, structured code. It's that simple. So now we are at the technique number 5, AI code reviews. So the meta trick here. So here's the game changer that will make you a better developer. So use AI to review your prompts and your code like a senior architect would. Okay, so here's the thing. I keep getting bad React components from AI. Here's my current prompt. Then I provide the current prompt. So create a model component that shows user details. So now here in the AI code reviews markdown file, you're gonna see this. So create the bad prompt, create a model component that shows user details, and then we're asking for prompt review. So the results are always basic. Don't handle edge cases and don't follow modern React patterns. As a senior React developers, how would you rewrite this prompt to get production quality code? So now we are asking AI, how would it provide a better prompt as a senior React developer to get the production quality code? So this is really interesting trick. And then after that, AI provides us with a good prompt. So it says, you're a React architect building a reusable component library. Create a model component with the following enterprise requirements. So architecture, API design, technical requirements. And this is one thing, but we can use AI for something also else. So we can use AI for code review actually. So we can ask it like you're a senior React code reviewer with expertise in performance and security. Review this component for, and then we are counting like performance issues, security vulnerabilities, accessibility problems, React best practices violations, TypeScript type safety issues. For each issue, explain the potential impact, show the corrected code, suggest testing strategies. A component to review, and we are pasting our component here to AI to review it. So the differences is like junior developer code versus senior architect code. But here's the real magic. We used AI for code reviews too. So this gives us code reviews better than most senior developers would provide. And now I'm providing you with some bonus technique. So it is ask AI to explain decisions. Now we are in this file here, architectural decisions, and this is a bonus tip that actually separates senior developers from junior ones. So we are asking AI to explain its architectural decisions. So the thing is that before providing the code, please explain your architectural thinking. Why did you choose this component structure? What alternatives did you consider? How does this scale with the theme size and app complexity and so on and so on? So then provide the implementation with detailed comments explaining the design decisions. And what's the thing with this? When AI explained its thinking, you learn patterns that you can apply everywhere. So this is the thing. You are learning the patterns that you can apply everywhere. So now we're gonna put this all together with also extra bonus tips here. So I'm showing you a final all together file here. And inside of that file, I'm gonna show you. So we are using that XML design here and actually architecture, and we are providing a role, and then we are adding a role of our AI. So who is it? And then we are providing project context. That means that we are saying that we are building a dashboard for fintech application using React 18 or 19. These are just suggestions from my AI code editor. And 10-stack query for data fetching, tailoring CSS, and so on and so on. So this is a project context. Then we're providing with a task here. So create a data table component system that handles financial data, builds this in phases. So we are providing some phases: core table, advanced filtering, real-time data updates, and visualization. And then we're providing with the requirements here. So a component should handle 10 plus 1,000 rows with virtualization, real-time price updates via WebSocket, complex filtering, date range, number range, text search, multi-column sorting with persistence, responsive design for mobile tablet, accessibility, compliance, and so on and so on. So the performance targets. So this is interesting. We are providing performance targets. So initial render should be less than 100 milliseconds, smooth scrolling at 60 frames per second, and memory usage lower than 50 megabytes for 10K rows. So these are performance targets. So we are providing something that we would like to get from this application. And now the final steps. We are providing patterns. As we are building something that we want to implement into our current code, so we are providing our team's patterns. So data fetching pattern. So we provide like our use query here. And then component composition pattern, then we are providing like how the table should look like. And constraints. Must work with our existing design system. Performance is critical. This displays live trading data. Needs comprehensive TypeScript types. Must be fully tested. If you're so this is important also. If you're uncertain about financial data formatting or regulations, ask for a clarification. Let's start with phase 1. Please explain your architectural approach first, then provide the core table structure. So this is it regarding the final all together things inside of this file. So if this helped level up your React or Angular game, smash that like button, subscribe for more front-end architecture secrets, and drop a comment by showing me your best AI-generated components, what production feature you will be building next. See you in the next one and keep building amazing thing. Bye.